Welcome to Weston-super-Mare, a once grand seaside town that, like many similar seaside towns in the UK, ain't as grand as it used to be. Now, I did make a video here in January and I got many people saying to me, Wendell, you've been unfair coming and looking at Weston in January. The weather's bad, no one's on holiday, there's no one there. And at the time, I did decide that it was the most depressing seaside town I'd ever been to. But a lot of people said, come back in summer, come back when there's more people around and see what you think then, because it's lively, there's a lot going on, it's a much better place. So I've come back to Weston today and we're gonna interact with a few people, we're gonna meet the locals, people on holiday, we're gonna see what life is like in Weston. It does have a very high crime rate compared to the rest of Somerset, it does have its homeless problems, does have its problems with substance abuse and alcohol, like many towns. So let's see what the real story is of Weston-super-Mare in 2023. Let's go.
Well, I would say it's fair share problems like anywhere else, but
yeah.
I think in general things are picking up, there's more entertainment,
yeah.
There's a lot more music going on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
all good.
Friendly place.
Absolutely.
How about safety? Because I've heard that the crime rate's the highest in Somerset.
Blimey.
What's the town like to live in?
It's okay if you accept what it is.
Okay, and what is it?
Most retail is dying. Wilco's gone as well, Sovereign Centre. That's been gone now 5-10 years.
And what is that, sorry?
That was, it was another one of these multi-floored stores.
Yeah.
Not TK Maxx.
Like a department
It was
store?
a department
Yeah,
store, that
yeah.
closed. The market closed. It used to be where it's all levelled to where the car park is now, moved into there, that's now closed down. And the actual high street, it's if your phone breaks down, you get it fixed there, you can go in the shower and get a cup of coffee.
One of those high streets?
Yeah, it's just a dying high street.
I've read that the crime rate is quite high for Somerset.
Crime rise, this used to be a drug rehabilitation area. People used to send people there for drug rehabilitation, things like that, and then it came with associated crime. But I don't suppose it's any worse than any other sort of suburban type area these days.
Yeah. People just can't believe, like people who watch my videos can't believe that these seaside towns have these problems, you know, have these empty shops, have this like decay.
You summed it up when you said seaside, because seaside is seasonal.
Yeah.
So out of season, it's all about the local people. So there's not as much trade here, so there's not as much money coming in.
So you think it's a real struggle for local people, like seasonal jobs? And
Yeah.
What do you think of Weston-super-Mare Beach, folks? They have one of the largest tidal bores in the world. So at low tide, when the tide's out, it can go out for almost a mile. You've got the Grand Pier here, jutting out across the famous beach. She ain't the best looking beach. Grey overcast day. So far, although the weather's a little bit better than when I was here in January, there's not a lot going on. And I'm yet to be convinced that this isn't a very depressing seaside town.
They knocked all this down years ago.
Yeah, and what was this?
Like a shopping precinct.
Yeah.
And then all modern now, that.
Yeah.
Well, it looked just abandoned, didn't it? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Well, same with Bristol as a bomb site.
You've got loads of drunk people about that will try and start fights.
Like the Bourneville we avoid.
Bourneville?
Yeah.
And where's that?
What, down by KFC, you know?
Yeah.
Was that a street, is it?
No, it's like an area.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like a bit dodgy.
Yeah. Dangerous, yeah. They've told me to like check out the town centre, but then check out Bourneville as well. Yeah. What's life like for you in Weston?
Well, I'm homeless at the moment, mate.
Yeah.
I live in a tent.
How long have you been homeless?
Well, on and off about 7 months.
Yeah.
And stuff. But I was renting my friend's front room out, but he was my drug dealer, and I was giving him £200 a month, and he was just telling me crack and heroin. And so I've just left it all. Like I didn't want to be hooked. You know what I mean?
So you feel like your life's better for being in the tent?
It is at the moment. I mean, not long term, but getting away from it.
Short-term solution to a long-term problem.
Yeah.
What's Weston like in general as a town? Like 2023? There's two sides to it, man, I see.
There's some amazing people in Weston, but then there are some, unfortunately, some like rejects kind of thing. And there's a lot of rehabs here. In the summer, it brings all the tourism, but then in the winter, it still runs because it's got a big building site over there. There's a massive like, housing development. There is jobs here, so people do survive. I don't get paid till Thursday, so I just come into town. I got drunk for free, like you know.
Yeah, just got to kill the time till Thursday.
Pretty much.
So if I go over to Bourneville now, like, is it safe for me to walk around?
Of course, it's not like
because I've read some.
Gonna attack you.
People tell me some bad things, man.
You're not a weak lad, like you're a sound lad.
As long as you're streetwise.
Exactly.
What's the buzz, mate? Jeez.
Exactly. So, as long as you're not like an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe like a feeble woman at 1 o'clock in the morning might be a bit different to like, you know, like a strong lad with a bit of a beard, like, you know, just chatting away, like, you know.
Yeah.
Don't listen to what people say. I think the problem in Weston, it's full of people who aren't from Weston. I think that's the biggest problem. I'm not from Weston.
And why does that make it a problem? Like they don't.
Just no one's got no
Lack
loyalty.
of community.
No one's got
don't respect the loyalty of a town.
No loyalty, no respect.
This is a good question I thought of while you're talking. Like, what's the morale like in the town? Because it seems a bit like
groggy.
sad.
It is sad, yeah. It is sad. It's groggy. It's just like just waiting for payday to get pissed for 3 or 4 days, and then wait for the next payday.
Like a never-ending
cycle. Try and just like burn it off. Like, and spice is a big thing.
I've heard that in
I don't smoke spice. I've smoked a bit of weed here and there, like, but spice isn't weed, is it? Like that's like a chemical compound.
Yeah.
That's not good for you. I've seen it fuck the homeless. Like really, you can get a large amount for a very small amount of money.
Yeah.
Which I don't know the prices because I don't do it. Like.
Yeah.
But spice has ruined everything. Like.
I'm going to go to Bourneville.
Yeah.
See how I fare, whether I survive.
Nah, you'll be alright.
Ghetto.
You'll be alright, Windows, mate. Take care, but it's that way. Just keep going that direction, alright?
All right, man. Josh.
Look after yourself.
And you, Josh. Take care, mate. What's the reputation of Bourneville in general? Not great, no. A lot of like antisocial behaviour and crime. Yeah, it seems a bit downtrodden.
Yeah, it is.
So here I am, solo in the supposedly roughest hood in Weston-super-Mare, Bourneville. I was told to come and check this place out to see like the worst side of Weston. And to be honest, like it's really downtrodden, pretty ramshackle estate, but it doesn't feel particularly dangerous at the moment, but maybe it changes at night. But I think that's just in keeping with how Weston is in general. It's just a really depressing, down on its heels place. There doesn't seem to be a lot of morale in the town. Is that what you think of when you think of seaside Britain, folks? Big blocks of flats like that, ramshackle estates. This is the real side of Britain, especially these coastal areas that really struggle, especially out of season. I've been wandering around now for a couple of hours and I won't have the argument that there's a lot of prosperity in this town. Everywhere I turn, just dereliction and, you know, just disgusting alleyways. Half the shops are boarded up. This is not a prosperous place. I drove a 7-hour return journey from West Cornwall to come and see this place in summer when it's got more going for it. And this is what I found. Everything's shuttered, boarded up, disgusting alleyways. People that just don't have a lot of morale. Pretty sad, depressing place, really. They're a bit elaborate. Have a look. Just don't drop them.
They're chunky.
They are, yeah. You look good in them.
I'll tell you what, they're nice, isn't they?
Yeah. I'm up here today making a video about Weston-super-Mare. I make YouTube videos, that's what I do.
It's a shithole.
It's a shithole. Is it worse than Birmingham?
Fucking tell you, yeah.
Yeah, worse than Birmingham.
It's worse than fucking Birmingham.
If it's worse than Birmingham, then it must be
It's
better.
worse than fucking I went to school there. But then again, don't matter where you go.
Now, everything seems to be going down. Have they had trouble in this pub? Because I saw that sign.
Yeah, but I think it was some tinkers.
What's the vibe like? What's the morale like? To me, it's a complicated town. You've got the seafront over there.
You have a lot going
holidaymakers.
on. You do have a lot going on.
And then over there, and you know, I've been all around the town. There's quite a lot of
drunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, homeless.
Homeless drunks.
Druggies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this town is where a lot of the inner cities send people to rehabs. So they have a lot of rehabs in this town. So people come down to get treatment. Not everyone makes it. They relapse and then they stick here for a while. Very high turnover.
I was speaking to a guy earlier, one of the homeless guys, who said like one of the problems is that no one's from here, so there's not a big sense of community.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of Welsh, a lot of Brummies, a lot of people from cities, for sure. I'm from Birmingham myself, but so it's most people you meet won't be from Weston, funny enough. So,
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean there's no community. I mean, there is like groups.
What's like your job like? Working the door here, do you get a lot of trouble, antisocial behaviour?
With the kids, yes, for sure. That's why I'm here, because it's all kids that we have trouble with.
Keeping
usually.
the atmosphere right inside.
Yeah, because like sometimes the kids, I don't think they have a lot to do outside school, and they seem to congregate, in big groups, and they come in one at a time. They're good kids. But when they're together, they just cause havoc for the whole town, like. So it's not like major stuff, but it's just antisocial. Do you know what I mean? So. And that is the problem, because before I was here, they'd come in here and they'd be throwing some food about and stuff. But it's not a good look for the town when there's like 30 odd kids hanging around outside.
No, it's not. No.
But...
So there you go, folks. Weston-super-Mare, the seaside town where even the McDonald's needs a bouncer.
Only to wake in anger, for some pleasure they swore they'd send. Think it's time I move on, like a rolling stone.
It's a complicated town, man. It's like there's some positivity, but then there is quite a lot of like deprivation as well, and homelessness and street drinking.
There is, yeah.
Half the shops are empty.
Yeah. There's a lot of charity shops, and there is a lot of people that are on the street, which is crazy, really. There's plenty of empty flats around here. Like if you look above a lot of these shops now, they're all empty. The flats.
Empty flats, but then people living on the streets.
People on the street, which is mad, isn't it? Really. Good times, bad times. Life, love's a tragedy. Heartbreak, heartache. Life, love's a tragedy. The sea monster they spent 120 million on. It was only there for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, and they say that's going to bring money to the town. But
120 million, they could sort out the homeless problem overnight, couldn't they, with that?
Yeah.
It is mad, what they spend the money on. They are all balmy.
Yeah.
I mean, Boris was funny, but he was mental. The rest of them are mental and they're not even funny.
Yeah. Yeah, at least he was entertaining.
At least he was entertaining.
I say the same about Trump as well. Like he's mental and he's got some controversial opinions.
But he is funny.
But he is entertaining.
And he's got a great hairstyle.
He's got better hair than me.
And me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you, mate. You've got a better head of hair than Donald Trump. I wouldn't say that.
I've been told I look like Boris Johnson, but when my hair's longer.
Yeah, you need to have it more dishevelled.
It was really dishevelled till yesterday when I had it cut.
You could be a Boris Johnson lookalike, couldn't you?
I could get into the Houses of Parliament and burn it down. Yeah. They let me in.
That might sort this mess out, mate.
It might do.
So there you have it, folks. Weston-super-Mare in summer as opposed to winter. You guys told me that I did an unfair review of the town last time and that there's a lot more going for it in summer. But I disagree with that notion. I think that it's still a pretty depressing town. A lot of the shops are boarded up. It's got a pretty low morale vibe. And it's still pretty dead, to be honest. Poor Vicky here has been waiting for me with the dogs for 4 hours while I make this vlog. Vicky, one question. Would you make the 7-hour return journey to Weston-super-Mare again?
Probably not.
That is a negative. It is still depressing, even in summer as opposed to winter.
It just seems a bit grim.
It is grim.
The atmosphere has just this
It has a
sadness about it.
Deflated atmosphere.
Deflated, that's the best word, yeah.
I find it a deflated town and it makes me feel depressed. So I stand by my notion that it is a depressing seaside town. Thanks for watching.